Hey, everybody. If you offend easily, not today. Not doing it today. You hear me? Not doing it. Go somewhere else. So, today we're just going to go ahead and give y'all a reading and let y'all go about y'all day because for some reason I have just not been able to calm my nerves all weekend and it doesn't look like today's shaping up to be any better. Not sure why. Really kind of easily agitated and very forgetful. We'll see. It might just be that weekend. Who knows? The weather's changing. I haven't been sleeping at my best. Probably because the weather's changing, so it's affecting how often my AC kicks on. So, hopefully, very soon I'll be able to just open the windows at night, and that'll probably make a big difference. But until that point in time, it's the transition. And transition is usually an adjustment period. So, that's what I believe is going on, and y'all just have to come along for the ride or don't. All right, folks, let's go ahead. Give it a good shuffle. Remember, as always, if y'all happen to get a reading out of this, good for y'all. Y'all got a free reading. Otherwise, I don't know y'all. This isn't personally directed at y'all. And it's not meant to actually replace any intelligent life decisions. Sometimes, most times, every time. Y'all just have to think for yourself. So, this is just entertainment. And I don't know even why I'm saying that because I do have my beliefs in aspects of this, but I think I got too nope, what's the word I'm looking for? See, brain's just not working. I think I got too disconnected at one point, and I'm coming back to the significance and importance of the symbolisms of things. But at the same time, y'all, it's just cards. It is not meant to make your decisions for you. And I think that that's something people forget when they use tools and assistance like this, that it's not meant to make your decisions for you. So if you're tuning in every day with a notepad and a pen waiting for your next life decision, y'all don't. Like I said at the beginning, don't. All right? Y'all, seriously, y'all. All right, let's get your reading on. You crazy folks, you crazy kids. Oh, wow, we had 2 cards fall out during the process, one upright and one in reverse. I'm just glad we have an upright card for a change. It's the Star card. We have focus, we have attention, we have spotlight, we have someone who is gaining in popularity and energy probably as a result. All right? I'm going to bring it up close enough for y'all to see in the pretty lights, but we have that glare thing going on. And try though I might to work with my light. All right. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So let me show y'all the upright. Remember, this is the Neon Tarot, so that is why I'm working with a black light effect here, so y'all can get the most out of it. She's in reverse. So she's someone whose heart may be not filled with the best of intentions. I don't get the feeling that it's intentional, but I think that this is someone who they're not working with the full perimeters. No, that's not the word I'm looking for. They're not working with everything they need. And this person probably needs some help. Now, I say person because of feminine energy, queen, whatever, he, she, they, them, all. Okay, so don't necessarily hold it by a gender-specific thing. That's just not our world anymore. So, next, we have the reverse Ace of Pentacles, and this is just pretty. God, I love this deck. So we have a reverse Ace of Pentacles. The finances have a delay on them. Isn't that lovely? Because that's also the life we live in, the world we're in. So I'm not surprised, but at the same time, it's not the news we wanted, We have Judgment in reverse, so it's not personal at the very least. Now, let me show you upright. It's not personal at the very least. That is beautiful. It's just... It's just life. This is life as we know it. We need some good news. Come on, deck. Give me some good news. Everybody could use a little good news. What do we got? More reverse cards. The reverse chariot. So, upright. Just start reading this in the upright position at this rate. The chariot card. So, in reverse, you can't go forward until everybody's on the same page. So have another talk with your team, have another talk with your teammates, have another talk with your minions, whatever you want to call them today. Have another talk with everybody, maybe give them a stern talking to and make sure that they're all doing what they're supposed to be doing. The reason you're getting looked down on and not seen favorably is because they're not pulling their load. They're not doing their own work. So if you're that group in school that everybody is depending on you to do their end of the work for you, go to the teacher and tell them what's going on so that you can do your work and get graded for it and they can be judged on their own merit. Oh, this is a job situation. You know the equivalent. You know the, what's the word I'm looking for? Metaphor. You know the metaphor I'm using. You know what to do. And I'm not saying necessarily go make this the boss's problem, but at the same time, you want to be judged for the work you do. And if they're not pulling their end, maybe it's time they should be accountable for it instead of you. Okay? I'm just saying, somebody needs to know who's not pulling their end. Oh, and apparently we have the person in power who can help you, the Empress, the boss, the nurturing, caregiving, and I'm going to put a foot up your... yeah, we have the person you need to talk to right there. And they're in the upright position. This is a good sign. Yeah, you're supposed to be shaking things up. You're supposed to be getting some assistance. In this particular regard, you're not supposed to be doing this alone. So go get that person who can grab them by the ears and smack them on their rear ends and tell them to, get up and clean your room. Four of Swords is in reverse, and I'm actually looking here. Here it is in the upright position in the neon light. Love it. But in reverse, this is one of those, you've been stressing long enough. And I mean, yeah, it might be a little bit too early to get full shut-eye without worrying about your circumstances. But if that's the goal, the only way you're going to get to it is if you actually... Sometimes part of your job is reporting the bad apples. Sometimes part of your job really is pointing out the weak link and saying, hey, boss, this person's really screwing things up. So, don't be afraid to point out the broken cogs and gears. We have a reverse high priestess. So, in the upright position, we have this beautiful neon card here. All right, so she's in reverse. So we have somebody, apparently you're dealing with someone who not only thinks they have a lot of power, which they don't. This would be the person who sits there and says, I'm friends with the boss. No, they're not. Or it's more in their head than it is actual. Okay, so you're dealing with this person who wants to sit there and toot their own horn. They're actually blowing smoke. All right. And the Hierophant. Apparently so there's more than one person who's pulling this stunt. Or at the very least, okay, this actually reads more like, because it's in reverse, this is more like your know-it-all. The I'm indispensable person. That's not exactly true anymore. It's not exactly true anymore. All right? And we're dealing with... Nope, that's the end of the people. But it is saying, because we have a reverse Two of Swords, that you've been stagnant long enough in making your decisions here, and that you're actually screwing things up by not doing something about these people. The fact that they're the Hierophant and the High Priestess means that they've acquired more power than they have the right to, and it's time to prune. Like, y'all have let the wrong people in power for too long, and it's time to put people in their place. Boundaries. This is a nice, lovely reminder to reestablish your boundaries. If you want to get to the next level and truly be seen, you have to establish some boundaries. You have to Go and tell the boss where the weakest links actually are, and stop being accountable for their screw ups. Last card before we go, folks, because I don't want to deal with y'all any longer than y'all want to deal with me. So we have the Nine of Swords. See all that stress you're under? See all that stress you're under? Want to guess how to get rid of it? Here, we're going to flip y'all one more just to pair up with that. The Page of Wands is in reverse. You let a immature person in charge for too long, or you gave an immature person too much power and they've caused you stress. Just knock them down, or not you specifically. Go get the boss to knock them down several pegs. And just in case you happen to be the boss in this situation, or the person with authority, or the person in power, I actually don't know what to tell you. I guess this reading wasn't meant for you. Or in the sense of, you're the boss, get up and do something about it, and stop making your employees deal with situations that, quite frankly, this is why you're the boss for. There's your reading, folks. Yeah, that's all y'all get today. All right? Bye, y'all.